Nah, I'm kidding. Um, Windows updated, so my microphone got disconnected. We're back. Sorry about that. I would have been on much sooner, but a mess got made, and I had to clean it up. So, um, yeah, but we're here. We're doing it. I apologize. It's been a rough morning. It's been a rough morning, but we're here. I promise, we're here. Uh, or if you prefer, we're here. Anyways, yeah. So we're doing more Chronos this morning. Hopefully, you're doing well on this fine Friday, the 12th of September, 2025. We have hopefully a good bit of Chronos planned for y'all today. Man, it's been a chaotic morning. I I woke up, it's rough, and then yeah, just big old massive spill. Had to clean that up, and yeah, just trying to juggle a whole bunch of things, and yeah, it's been a crazy Friday morning. But oh, as promised, the Chronos stuff should be in a playlist now. Also, I did edit down the video for that one Chronos thing, so it should hopefully be, I don't know if it's up now or if it's gonna take a little while. Let me see. Yeah. So now you should be able to just watch the Cronos gameplay. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the Chronos gameplay for that part 3, so you don't have to worry about going through an hour of talking for Chronos now for part 3. It is just the gameplay now. So, but yeah, I want to thank everybody for their support and stuff while while we do those talks. I know some people, they're big, just like give me the gameplay, give me the gameplay. They don't want these talking portions, and I understand that. But you know, we are in an interactive media in a medium, if you will. So I know some people like these talking portions. I know some people don't like the talking portions. I know YouTube in particular is more about like just content, you know. But with the live streams, you know, it's you get a bit of both. You get a bit of both. And it's not often that we sit and have like long form conversations. A lot of times we'll have conversations while we're playing the games, like little conversations here and there while we just discuss things about the games, or while we're doing stuff while conversations come up. But not very often that we have long 30-minute, hour-long conversations about specific things. So for those that enjoy that stuff, I appreciate you sticking through. And for the people that don't enjoy that stuff, I do appreciate your support while we do those kinds of things. Because again, I know that's not for everybody. But like I said, I did trim that down, so you can watch all of our Chronos playthrough in the playlist, other than today's, obviously, as of now. So hopefully you guys can enjoy that. I did go back and check. Apparently, I played the medium back in 2021, so we have actually not played that since like a long time ago. A long time ago. So we might do another playthrough of the medium at some point. Because I do not remember that game. I do not remember that game that much. I do remember the ending a little bit. But what's interesting is when I was watching a little bit of our playthrough, I realized that I think these worlds, the world of the medium and the world of Chronos, there might be a little overlap. Just a little bit. Maybe not directly, but maybe just a little bit. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's some things there, but we'll see. We'll see. Uh, but yeah. Now there is another game that I didn't realize was a Bloober Team game, which is Observer, which is a game that I've been meaning to play. I think we might play that in October. I know it's a little bit of a longer game, but not like long game. Like it's something you can get done like a stream or two. So I think we might play that in October. Because then we'll have played basically all of the Bloober Team games, at least the horror ones. I think there's a couple Bloober Team games that I don't know if they're horror games that they've made, but yeah. But yeah, so we will probably play Observer, not to be confused with Observation, which is a game that we have played but is not made by Bloober Team. That one was actually pretty good. That one I remember enjoying. I actually last night, while I was doing all the editing and stuff, sat down and downloaded a bunch of the games that we're going to be working our way through, potentially working our way through in October. So we've got those. I've also got, again, some potentially retro games that we'll be working through. Like I said, I have been given the length of some of the games that I have. We'll potentially have more games than we'll be able to get through in October. So obviously November and December will probably be jam-packed with some horror games as well. So that should be a good time. But yeah, I'm just also, I have noticed some people following off stream. I do appreciate that as well. Whether you guys are, lurking or just hanging out or whatever, I do appreciate that stuff. I do try to shout that stuff out, even if I don't shout you out like personally, because I know some people don't like that when you shout them out personally if they follow off stream. I do appreciate the offline support as well when you follow or subscribe offline. I know for YouTube a lot of people do subscribe offline because they find the videos after the fact, because that's kind of how YouTube works. But for Twitch specifically, for the people that do follow us offline, I do appreciate that support. That is very kind. So I do want to say thank you to the people. I do see that stuff when I log in and everything, and I do appreciate that support. So that being said, I think let's go ahead and jump into some Cronos, the New Dawn. Let me turn this music off. Music off. Get into the game. Let's hit this play button, shall we? Let's hit the play button. Okay. But but yeah, so I'm interested to see where this goes. But I do, yeah, I don't know. I saw a little bit from our playthrough, such as our calling. I saw a little bit from our playthrough when I was going back and watching our playthrough of the medium. I'm like, there's some design stuff that I feel like connects between this and the medium, but I don't know. We'd have to go back and play the medium. I don't know if it's intentional or not, but it feels like it might be. Okay. Alright. I think we are loaded up. We had just made it inside the church. We had just powered this. And we were going to go through this door here. Oh, this is... what is this? Opens the key to the cemetery. Okay. Oh, there's our core. I was like, they didn't give us a core in this area. Because there it is. We can grab that. Oh, okay, we need to come back and grab that pyre once we... over here. How many cores does that give us? Where's our storage? There it is. Core. Okay, that gives us 3 cores. So let's store that pyre. Let's store these for now. It does give us 3 cores, which means a full upgrade of our health, I think. Yes, temporal shell, full upgrade. Okay, I think I want to do resource limits now, because this would give us 8, right? So 4, 5, 6, so okay, it would give us 7. It would give us 7, so I want to upgrade that next. We are very close to having enough to max out our pistol, and then I think we'll work on the shotgun next. Okay, we're looking for a fuse for this, which is probably in the graveyard. Let's go grab this. Have that with us, and we'll grab our fuel back out. Go. Alright, perfect. Where's this? Alright. Perfect. Let's get going. Let's hit the road. Graveyard, I believe, is this way. Let's go back this way and check. Is there another gate down here? No. Okay. Just making sure there was no gate down there. Is there something in this statue's hand? No, okay. Make sure everything's topped off. Certainly looks like it. Alright, I believe the cemetery was to the right. Traveler. Interesting. About to say, she's using our terminology. Which she would know because of the Pathfinder. Brothers, sisters, rejoice. Rejoice, for the Lord, in his forbearance and mercy, has decided to give us a chance to prove our faith before the times of the end. The fools. Fools are those who fear the change, through which they lead the salvation and communion with our longed-for Father. Let us pray for them, because in their pride they believe that they are able to stop the divine plan foretold by the holy book ages ago. Be not afraid, for it is in and through change that our salvation will be accomplished, and when we soon face the Father, he will receive us to himself. Shed to fear and let God remake you. Okay, there's a wall we can sneak through right there. I'm waiting for it to finally take the bolt cutters from us. Also, I hear a cat back here. Hello. Oh, pet all cats. That's the last one. That one's called Freya. Hello, Freya. We got the achievement for all the kitty cats. Welcome to the family, son. Key to Father office. Okay. We should probably go... We should probably go back and do that before we move forward then. Okay. What do we need? Don't really need any of this. I don't want to hold on to it. Okay, we'll just leave that gear there for now. Let's go back to the office. I'm guessing the office is the one up top. Actually, no, it might be the one over here. Because they said this is the office, right? Yeah. That's the bell tower, so that's the key to the weapon. Okay, we might actually have enough to upgrade our pistol as well. Okay. Before we head up there, let's go. Storage. Put that away. Let's do this. Okay. Sword. Oh, we're so close. Can we sell anything? Okay, how much is the upgrade? Okay, we could sell one of these. That would give us enough to upgrade the weapon. Fully upgrade a single weapon. Yep. I think that's worth it. One medium, because now we can do this. And I'll go ahead and do torch fuel with that, since we've been dropping items. Because we can grab our medium. Oh, we sold a medium, but oh, we already made an extra one. Okay, torch fuel, put it away. Okay, that's the key to the bell tower, which we'll go do. Let's go grab that component out of the office real quick. And then we'll grab the other component we left over there. Grab that. And then we'll go up to the bell tower. Which will be probably the last weapon. What is this thing? Javelin marksman variant. Ooh. Yep, find all weapons. Alright, found all cats, fully upgraded weapon, and found all weapons. Okay. Does it use the same ammo? It does. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and drop off this. First fire weapon with high rate of fire when charged launches a homing projectiles in full auto. Oh no, we put the wrong thing away. Hold on. First weapon with high rate of fire when charged launches homing. Wait, they're the same thing? Oh, built for charging. Charge shots unleash a powerful triple shot burst while firing on charges. Firing on charges trigger weaker emergency discharge. Hey, Zero Wise Man, how you doing today? Okay. Very cool. Still 150. Just the regular discharge is more than our pistol. That's crazy. But it does have a charge speed upgrade. State, getting us off, nice. Very nice. Alright. So I think we'll work on the shotgun next with our cash. And then we'll work on resource limits. So basically we're just going to work top down, right? So when we get more of the cores will go towards resource limits. Then they'll go towards the flamethrower, then the pyres. Money is going to go towards shotgun, the carbine, and then of course we'll work on the rest of those. So. Alright. Back to the cemetery we go. Grab that. Let me double check in here and make sure we didn't leave anything behind. Went in here, this is where we grabbed the last cat. Also, we keep seeing these things, these shadowy figures. Not sure what those are. I wonder if that's going to be something else. Anything in the side paths? We read that already. Okay. Alright, I think we need to go down here now. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna be a fight in here. Oh, someone's alive. You're alive. That was an explosive? That's interesting. Get punched out. Come on. Come on. Do something about it. No, you don't. Ugh. Okay, shoot the dang mine. Uh-huh. Everything left here has become its opposite. Interesting. Before we do that, let's check around here. Still got a bunch of explosives and stuff we could use. Just in case there's another fight. Yeah, you didn't wake up, which is interesting. Oh, switch. Big monster? No? Probably on the way out. Okay, where does that need to connect to? Power. Ah, there. Okay. Ah, that is a traveler. Are we? Ooh. Hole there. Okay, we can see something there. We can move that. Grab that because we saw that. Grab this. Okay. More energy is always good. Come on. No? Okay. Hi. You're dead. Something around here is not, though. Do not have the torch to light that. Let's see if we can see something through this side. Okay, there's boards over there. Little boxes. Okay, maybe what we can do is we can go this way. Oh, maybe we'll go around. Light, please? Can't see anything. I think we can squeeze through there. Handgun ammo. Okay, looks like we can go that way, but that looks like important. So, let's go up that way first. Hello. Bless me, Father, for I have sinned. The last confession was yesterday. It's hard to tell now, really. I feel like still my heaviest sin is doubt. Almighty God, I know you are guiding me, sending me signs to test my signs to test and my strength to test and strengthen my faith. Yet I falter for this path. My trial and tribulation is not how I envision unity in Christ. Since the world is ending, apparently this is how it's meant to be. It's just, however naive it is, I always imagine fire and light. Maybe it is what is still in store for us. Maybe the light will come. I hope it does. We're sorry for our sins. We could go burn that door now. That, grab that. Let's see, we shot this door open, which means now we can do this. Is that a military radio? We can't carry that. Why not? Yeah, because we have that still. Oh, we have so many. What we got? Hey, Demon, how you doing today? Well, enjoying the game? Yeah, we're doing all right, and the game is actually pretty good. Pretty good. Making some pretty good progress. Is it possible to choose the difficulty level on your first playthrough? I don't think so, but I think on later playthroughs you can choose a harder difficulty. As far as I know, there's only one difficulty on your original playthrough. I think you unlock a harder one once you beat the game, but I'm not sure. Okay. So they're calling Collective the Legion, which is interesting. So they see the Collective as a demon. Where do we connect that to? Okay, we need some sort of lever there. Oh, okay, looks like we need to connect it to the upper level. Do you experience it as hard to play or is struggling with ammo and resources? I mean, I'm not... Like, there's been certain parts, but I think once you figure out the combat... Because that took a little bit to figure out, but once you figure out the combat, I think you can... do it pretty well. Okay. Where? Heck? Gave us a blue marker. Okay, I think we need to get up to the second floor now. Yep, there it is. Don't want frustrating art. Oh, it could be difficult. Don't get me wrong. It could be difficult. I'm not saying it's easy. It's just... It's just once you figure it out, it's not as hard. Oh, hit. Okay. Take this. Statuette of a child. Okay, we need a lever for down here, it looks like. Easy to kill when on fire. Do they die faster? So we have a specific essence that makes that true, but the fire stuns them. So you can use the fire to like stun them, and then you can shoot them. But you actually can get the first essence you get in the game deal more damage to burning enemies. So yes, you can also make one of the things, I don't know, one of the upgrades you can get for your suit can make it burn longer, which means that they get stunned longer. So that way you can, the longer they're stunned, the more damage you can do without them attacking you, right? So like you can use it as a strategy, essentially. Even one of the tips tells you, hey, use fire to stun enemies. So if you feel like you're being overwhelmed, use the fire and go. And you have two types of fire. You have the pyre, which is like a mine that you can shoot. You can shoot it onto enemies, or you can shoot it and have them walk into it. And then you have the torch fuel, which is that thing that throws and does like an AoE. So, hello? Oh. Ah, this must be our lever. Yep. So, alright, let's store the child. That's a core.
It seems that my target is organizing a kind of humanitarian refuge in this place. When the change began to manifest, everyone was welcome here. Despite the common knowledge of the process of change, people still believed
Resource limit. Sell the military radio.
they gave the impression that they were waiting for something,
Upgrade. Actually,
and being coordinated.
let's buy
Initial investigation confirms that it was my target that was at their head.
chemicals so that way we can make
Messages are falling.
more handgun ammo. Then let's store the extra shotgun shells and the extra carbine cartridge. But inventory management is important, and as you can see, like, we do have resources. We have quite a few resources, so like, again, once you kind of figure things out, it's not too bad. What's our health sitting at? Let's take out the shell patch. Health patch. How much is it for a shell patch medium? 600. Let's go and grab that to top that off. And then upgrade. Okay, shotgun upgrade is 8200, so that's what we'll save for. Alright. Nice little save point. I'm guessing there's going to be... Okay, there's two places we can use the lever. Very curious if it expects us to go both directions, because there's that one, but there's also one over here. I'm gonna open both of these up. If you had to get two devices for one who wants to start playing the game, what would it be? Aim for the legs. Okay, so these particular enemies, the enemies without heads, they are the weakest, and they also don't have heads. So those, just shoot them in the chest. Always power your pistol shots when you're doing it. It takes a lot of charge, but time to charge. But those go down basically in one shot. You'll find armored guys. Armored guys, the ones that are gray in certain spots, you can't hit the gray spots. You have to aim for the pink spots. If you're having problems with certain enemies, you can shoot them in the leg to knock them down, but they do take extra damage from headshots. If you can hit headshots, hit headshots. But if you can't hit headshots, shoot them in the leg, and then you can stomp on them a whole bunch, which does extra damage. So you can if you're having a problem with an enemy, shoot them in the leg, stomp them a whole bunch, or run away, get some distance. But just my biggest advice is practice the aiming and running away, because that's going to be your biggest trick for combat. Because if you try to aim and then back away, they're just going to hit you. You can't back away from anything. This is how slow you move with the walk, right? If you're not running from enemies, you're just going to get hit constantly. So it's basically take a shot, run. Take a shot, run. Take a shot, run. It's you have to get used to that kind of movement. Otherwise, you're going to get clobbered. Also, don't be afraid to reset. Reset a fight. If you get clobbered or something merges, if they merge and turn into something super powerful, just reset the fight. Don't worry about resetting, because if you use up all your resources on one merged fight, it's usually not worth it. Absolutely not worth it. Okay, so we have 2 ways we can go. I'm gonna go the way furthest from the point. So I know that's more than 2 tips, but those are really the biggest tips I can give you for this, because otherwise it's gonna be difficult. Okay, I hear you. Where are you? Okay, you're around the corner. What do you think about the creature design? They feel very Dead Space, very necromorph. But I think they're interesting enough. I don't think they're anything amazing or anything, but oh, we did get a core from that. Nice. Okay, so this was an area worth coming over to. Just make sure I didn't leave anything else. Wait, pay attention to your surroundings. But a lot of these enemies are just amalgamations of people, which if body horror messes with you, probably going to be pretty terrifying. Body horror doesn't really bother me, so. And honestly, this is base level body horror. It's not even really that big of a thing. Where is... There it is. Okay, we need 2 now for resource limits. Let's go... Nah, we're gonna save. We're gonna save. Because I want to get our suit fully upgraded first. Let's put this core away. So there's a lever we can use the lever in there. Okay, you're alive. Nice try. By the way, again, if you can't tell how we know where they're alive, on the side of our gun, I'll show you when. Okay, so if you look, you see this little green bar, so if I look away, look next to our gun. You see how that little green light turns on? You don't get this at the start of the game, you get it a little bit into the game. But when that little green light turns on, that means they're alive. So like these mobs, even though they're faking being dead, they are alive. So that is something that I do recommend. Once you get that mod for your gun, make sure you check it. Because these things grab you, and you do not want to be grabbed by these things while you're going through somewhere like that. Okay. This is what they do. They grab you. That's what they do. But they will fake being dead so that they can grab you. The corpses will do that too. Okay, I'm guessing that's where it wants us to go. Let's go here. Resources. This funky looking PS5 thing is worth some cash, so. Today 2 nuns came to see me. Sophia and Kinga. You want to see the body, sister? They said, the faithful demand to see it, and they know how to keep it under lock and key. How pathetic of me. I thought I would be able to keep a secret, but the news spread quickly, and eventually everyone under the roof of our abbey discovered that my father had entrusted something to me. The faithful and the sisters take him as the angel of doom. He's here to take us to heaven, because the last days have come. Indeed they have come, but I have to rebuke them for fantasies and superstition. My father's affairs have nothing to do with what the Lord is preparing for us. I told them that they must not get carried away by imagination and cheap sensations. I told them to pray. I told them to read the scriptures. They, however, insisted. We also want to see him. They said, do you have to keep secrets from us too, sister? I told them that my loyalty to my Father in heaven is stronger than any of my earthly ties. I showed him to them. Without that, we wouldn't become unanimous. Interesting. Okay, well, I think Eliza is off. Okay. Oh, almost got me. Looks like we have 2 ways we can go. But I wonder if they lead the same direction. There we go. Need torch fuel. You can shoot these, but I found that they're pretty much a waste of ammo. If you just run close enough for them where they're going to explode and then run back, they just explode on their own. Like that. Play some games or stuff. Alright, what games you gonna play? But have a good one, D-Man. Okay, they do circle back. Alright. Come on. Nice try, though. Alright, so that's the way it wants us to go. What's this way? Camera. Okay. Bell patch small. Do that. Well, that was a nice little trap they laid there for us. But it gave us a camera, which is good, because that's more cash money. Alive. Okay, there's another object. Trident. Looks like we can go that way. Bolt cutters. Never leave home without them. Another core, which means another upgrade. Okay, making sure there's nothing else there. What's that? Okay. Can't see, I'm guessing can't go that way. Strong cross. Yeah, you're not alive. You're not alive. Something up there. You're probably not real.
The fight is now in its third day. I am trying to hold my position.
That's the fuse.
I had to seal the passage in its back room. Here are my conclusions after a preliminary battle analysis. The behavior pattern of the orphans populating the area is highly unusual. They seem to act more consistently, in coordination, as if commanded.
Arbalest.
Exceptionally aggressive in response to the attempts to approach the Abbey's inner courtyard. Once rearmed, I move into battle. This place must be destroyed. Such is our calling.
Where does this put us? Perfect. It's exactly where we need to be right now. Okay. Let's put this away. Hold on. Where's our other core at? Core. Okay, Tempora Shell, resource limit. Okay, 2 more to get that upgraded. Sell. Energy slate, weird PS5. Camera. Upgrade. Shotgun. Okay. I don't remember where the fuse went. Oh yeah, it goes here. It's like I know it goes somewhere in this room. Okay, that opens that. Let's grab all the stuff now. Oh, don't know if I can grab that now. Okay, well, I can't grab that. That mine's there forever. The Arbalest boat. Get back up there. Alright. Okay, yeah. Fortunately, that's gonna be there forever. Do we have any handgun ammo in here? We have torch fuel, which we need. The bolt away. 1 shotgun shell. 2 carbine. We do have handgun ammo. More handgun ammo. I think we're good there. Alright, save that. Alright. Yeah, we probably need a mine just for safety's sake. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's the direction we can go. There's gonna be a fight out here because they have explosives. That was funny. That was kind of funny. I stomped on an explosive and it killed them. Oh, bolt cutters needed. Let's go and use this medium, top off. Oh, that's a lot of energy. Like 1,000 right there. Still waiting for the bolt cutters to disappear on that sad, sad day that we used our bolt cutters for the last time. Okay.
I'll break you. Just like him. I'll replace you. Do what I say.
Hello, Marcel. Okay, we got a gravity jumps. Okay. Another core. Yep. Little side area just to get a core and some energy. Probably run back and drop this core off just so we have the inventory space. Little inventory management. Because something tells me once we get into those gravity jumps, we're probably not going to be able to come back for a little bit. Up we go. Alright, we can go there. We can go there. Or we can go there. So this is the start. Okay, so that's that. Which means that there's that one. That one. Where's the hidden one? It's back at the base. Okay, so this was just to get a little bit of extra energy, which means that we need to go to this one. Around Guessing it's this one next. Okay, I've got a few options. Doing that to open a inventory slot. I know that you won't read this letter, but I couldn't leave without a word or final confession. You must understand that was a soldier. So the duty is to protect the people. Unfortunately, I realized too late that those orders where I was following didn't share the sentiment. They were ordered to kill me again. I not only disobeyed, I turned against them. After that, there was no turning back. Can I go there? No? Okay. I don't know if I did the right thing, but I guess I helped him. Zybert could stand by his patients until the end. I transported something from here to the steelworks. I don't know what it was exactly. Something they kept under lock and key during the steelworks lockdown. Something important, not being a visitor, he called it. He was originally going to move it to Unity Hospital. They saw through his plans. He knew they'd be waiting for him there, but he went back to do his duty nonetheless. I respect that. A man unafraid of the consequence of his actions. Probably shared the fate of his patients and remaining staff. He reunited with his own. I wish you and I could do that. The right thing. Not alive. Aha. Valuable heater. Cash. Okay, we shot you through the wall, so don't worry about you. Can't go down there. Stay down. Oh, that's a traveler. That's the sword we need. Who are you? Alright, who do you have? Carbines deal additional damage while not moving. Ooh. I kind of want to extract him to see if we get anything for extracting all the people that are from other travelers or something. Let's do this. Goodbye, Marcel. Oh, wow. Actually, Marcel was helping us a lot more than I thought. Hey. See a jump pad over there.
I know why you defy this condemned threshold of time.
Am I supposed to?
It's revealed to me.
Guess I go this way?
Weaken the damned from their endless sleep. The slumber awake and fever.
Oh, I can drop down. Okay. I was like, can I go down? Like, we should check that. Oh, I forgot to grab the sword. I was like, what did I go all the way up there for? The sword. I was too busy figuring out about Marcel that I... Forgot to grab the gosh darn item up here. Hey, welcome in, Radical Foil and Raiders. Hopefully you're doing well today. What were you up to, Radical? Let's see, Radical. The doors of the House of Horror are open to you. Nice. Welcome in. Playing through... Oh, Resident Evil. Are you playing OG or remake? Raid. Welcome in, Jason. Welcome in, Squeaky Mouse 87. Welcome in, Radical Foil. Welcome in, Raiders. Hopefully you're doing well today. If you don't know who I am, I'm Mask Games. Play a variety of games here on the channel, mostly horror, mostly retro. Today we are playing through more Cronos, the New Dawn. Remastered. Okay, so you are doing the remastered one. Interesting. Have you played the OG one by chance? But welcome in nonetheless. Again, we are playing Cronos. Hopefully you had a good day over there with Radical Foil. If you guys are not already following Radical Foil, Radical Foil is another member of the Crypt Stream team. Very good friend of the channel. Hopefully you all are having a good day. Your first raid. Well, welcome in, Jason. Welcome in from that. Let me also get a shout out for Jason. Jason is actually new to Twitch, but does a lot of YouTube stuff. Have not what I want to for sure. Yeah, I definitely recommend going back if you get a chance to play the OG 1, 2, and 3 of Resident Evil. But Jason also, you have to go, but I'm still going to send you a follow. Well, I appreciate that, Squeaky Mouse. Yes, if you need a rain run for any reason, get you some food, get you some water.
You're crazy.
Thank you for the follow. Or get you some rest. I completely understand. Also, if you need to avoid spoilers, this is a new horror game. I know a lot of people in the community do play horror games. If you want to avoid spoilers, I completely understand. Just throw us a follow. You can come back at any time. So I completely understand. Do not spoil the game for yourself. I do appreciate all the support. But I do know that October is coming up, and a lot of people play a lot of the scary horror games for October. This is the new Bloober Team game, Cronos. So if you want to stay as unknown as possible for this game, I completely understand. But I do appreciate the support. And also thank you everybody for doing your daily tokens, everybody stopping by. Also, hello, Rageful. I do appreciate that. But yeah. So if you need to go, I completely understand. But I do appreciate you coming over for the raid. We're gonna be going for a little bit while here. We just got started like an hour and a half ago, so we're gonna be going for a little while, making some progress. But we are near, like, I would say probably pretty close to the end here. We're in like major spoiler territory. So I will forewarn you before we turn the game back on. If you don't mind spoilers or whatever, that's cool. But I do want to forewarn you before we get too far in. So I do appreciate all the support, and let's get back into it, shall we? Oh, okay. You're gonna be on for a while, maybe. Yeah. But yeah, I do appreciate all the support. Okay. All right. Forgot to grab this on our way out of this room. Alright. And now that we have this, let's jump back down. Now then. So is that all the... I think that's all the artifacts we needed. Did you follow? Well, I do appreciate Squeak Mouse. Thank you for the follow. Supporting other Twitch streamers. Yeah, there's a lot of great people in the Crypt community and the Crypt stream team, so I really do appreciate it. Sell fan heater. Alright. Yeah. Also, yeah. Thank you for following Jason. Jason is new to Twitch, but been doing YouTube for a while. Also moderates for Radical, so you know, it's probably a pretty good person if if they hang out with Radical. So I appreciate you doing that. We love to support all the friends here. All right, so let's grab this. Okay, it doesn't look like it matters what they hold. I don't know if it matters what they hold. Maybe we... Trident. Wait, do we not have everything? I think we're missing an item. Yeah, we're missing it. No. We have everything. Okay. Trident. Okay, so I'm guessing this will tell us. Alright, 6 columns. Their shield and their sword are closest to the gate. Okay, so... Shield and sword are closest to the gate. Let's put the... Okay. The child sits on the left and the sickle fronts its side. So... Child, that means that the trident is probably over here. Cauldron, where the trident could never... Okay. One row is forged in steel, the other fosters life. Align them properly. Okay, so that means the trident is over here. There we go. Easy peasy. Let's go save before we enter that what potentially could be a very dangerous boss fight kind of thing. Let's end this. Yikes. How many cores do we have? Do we only have the one core? Yes, we do. Okay. What's that? Oh, that looks fun. You see that thing right there? I think we're about to fight Eliza. I think she's become one with her parishioners. Yep. And grab some food, leave you like, well, I appreciate it, Radical. Take care of yourself. Have some delicious food.
I need this traveler. Back off, or I'll fire.
This reminds me of, this reminds me of, if you guys remember, in Silent Hill, Homecoming, there's a boss named Asphyxia. That's what this boss reminds me of. Oh, that's out of ammo. Need to reload. Oh, that's fun. Any more of those pustule things? Oh, there they are. You stop. Oh. Ow. Do I have... I need this. Oh. Heal, please. There it is. Heal, please. There we go. Jesus. Yeah, the boss reminds me of Asphyxia from Homecoming.
My sins. I feel. Is he with you? Is my father with you now?
He is?
Yes, he is.
I would so much like to tell him. To tell him that we were both wrong. We just wasted our time together.
Yeah, the doctor was with us now. I mean, he was. Technically, he's not now. We got rid of him, but...
God is giving me one more chance to meet him. My real God. Not this thing. This time, I will not be afraid. I will not hesitate. I will not back down. Now, into your hands, Lord.
Okay. That was, interesting to say the least. tiptoe around before we touch the Pathfinder, who I'm guessing we're gonna have to carry out of here. Are you gonna pick that up, or...? Alrighty, I think that's everything in here. Let's grab this Pathfinder, or at least maybe whatever essence they might be carrying.
I found the Pathfinder. He's gone. What? The Warden? Did he know? Why hadn't you told me? Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Told you the Pathfinder was the Warden.
Your last target. Veronica Kaminsky. Did you stop because of her?
Hmm.
There's something more. A message.
This is a warning. I am leaving because I no longer believe in the validity of the vocation. Maybe it is to my own misfortune that I got close to people. But when I did, I discovered what they really were. And so, I don't think our work helps them become a better being. They are perfect now, in their imperfection. Full of hope, unyielding, bright, and deciding their own fate. That's why I won't let them be put together into the cogs of a machine that dehumanizes them. And above all, I can't let anyone else take her, for she was the only one who saw one of them in me.
Mm-hmm.
Fortunately, I believe I have found a way to stop it all. No more extractions. No more awakenings. But for those who are still there, if somehow you are there, do not follow. Don't trust in the collective. All that matters to them is their own hunger.
You just wanted to protect people. protect her. That's all there is to it.
What's interesting is there was no rift here. And I wonder if he knew that.
We're still due some explanations. Let's get you back to the terminal.
Oh, that didn't do any damage. Interesting. Ow.
I need to get out of here fast.
That's the idea. Let's say, they're gonna make us really carry this all the way back, or are they gonna... Yeah.
What happened here? Warden? Not again. All right. I'm all right.
Alright, before we continue, I need to run to the restroom. I will be right back. Okie dokie.
Gordon! Where are you?
Hmm. So taking parts from not awake travelers, is that what he's saying? Police master key. Veronica said don't? Interesting.
Do you remember? Did you know that you were the Pathfinder? What is this place?
That symbol was on the church. Some ammo and stuff down here too. Hmm. Did he try to keep Veronica alive? Oh, well, you get that's fun. Oh, I got stuck on something. Okay, that was a cluster mess of stuff. Alright. So, the Pathfinder... Maybe the Pathfinder started the plague because he wanted to keep Veronica alive? Because he said he would just take parts from not awake ones, right? He said it wasn't playing God, it was a gift? Mmm. See, I'm telling you, I think we're also Veronica, which I mentioned earlier. Oh, bolt cutters. There's another core, which would be an upgrade. Okay. We need torch fuel. Let's do a medium patch. What we're going to do is we're going to shoot one of those there. I think we're going to do a small patch. And we're going to use the small patch to heal. Comic book 10. I can't believe we missed 6. The only comic book we missed, I think. Alright, let's go back out real quick. I think we have enough cores to upgrade again. I don't remember where our actual upgrade spot was. We actually, like, basically never used this upgrade place. Over. We'll probably need 3, yep. So I don't know if we'll be able to completely upgrade our suit before the end of the game, but we'll get pretty dang close. There's all our kitty cats. If it's always within us, what caused it to awaken?
How is it you are here?
Oh, I didn't mean to. Do we have a... Okay, wait.
What is this?
This would be the jail. Post-awakening standard cognitive trial assessment. Data extracted from 57% compatibility with baseline model. Stagnation. Too much lost. Too little recovered. Progress and name only. Drifting between failure and something becomes success. Yeah, again, I think he's trying to... These are all travelers that he's trying to put Veronica into. Because Veronica probably died and... He's trying to bring her back. And we are Veronica. But not Veronica.
Were you hiding this from me?
Wouldn't you be hiding this if you had jail cells full of dead travelers?
Is this all you're doing? Or the other ones?
Stay down. Okay, looks like we can go through there.
Why do all this to them?
Give you a guess. Holding cells. Oh. Wait, this is not where we were. Okay, that's where we came from. So it seems like our warden slash pathfinder. Hello.
What happened to us?
Again, was trying to reassemble a Veronica, both first the human and then as a traveler.
I was your friend. Stop. Please stop. It's me.
Good. Thanks. My bad. What are you doing? Get off the wall, dude. God, they're so fast. And they teleport. Okay. Why are you stop wiggling around, dude? Okay.
She screams, panics, struggles, sometimes even cries. This is a proper, very human reaction. So I know I'm close. There's hope. But when the starting sequence ends, silence lingers. Everything seems to be working properly. But she herself just doesn't react. I feel that she is in there.
Okay, so not this way.
It's almost like she doesn't want to make contact. Like she's trying to hide.
Hey, Lee, how you doing? Okay, doesn't look like we can go that way either. Not that way. I will forewarn you, Lee, we are probably near the end of the game, so if you need to dip out so you to avoid spoilers, I completely understand. Okay, what's that lead? Okay. So let me get you a shout out. You're not. Hold on. Let me pause the game real quick. If you're not already following the leave ending, make sure you go follow the leave ending. good friend of the channel. Also playing through Cronos, but playing through Borderlands 4, Ocarina of Time, the Resident Evil games, finished OG 1, 2, and 3, and was playing OG 4, so make sure you go give Leave a follow while you're at it. But, yeah. Alright, so let's see. Yep, gotta go up here. Ah, this is the other side of that door. No? Wait. Oh, this brings us here. It's this area. Okay, before we do that, let's go back to the storage room. But I think I've figured out where this narrative's going. Which, it's given us a bit of discussion on it already, but now that we're heading towards a reveal, I think I understand why it's going this direction, and it's an interesting commentary to have, given where the world is heading. I will say that much. Alright. Put the Arbalest bolt away. How much is it to upgrade the shotgun? 9,400. How much for... Okay, we can do hand... Oh, we don't need handgun ammo. We have plenty of handgun ammo, actually. Shotgun shells that we're low on. Let's do shotgun shells. I don't have any healing either. Let's grab the large. That should do. Alright, let's save. We also don't have any fire things, actually, so let's go grab those before we... do that. Alright. There it is. Bingo. That's all we needed to hear. You know what?
Implementation.
That's all we needed to hear. Lazarus, if you don't know, is a reference to the Bible where Jesus resurrected an individual named Lazarus, which is what the Pathfinder was trying to do.
It's...
Veronica.
You.
So that's why we were losing control, is because Veronica was trying to take control in the new body. But the reason why we were gaining compassion was not because the other essences were taking over, is because the humanity was taking over. Fixing things.
What have you done? Just when I thought we were actually beginning to accomplish something. Just when you were starting to be complete. You have ruined everything, you monster.
Monster. It's you who made me this. Why? Why did you make me like this?
Because she would never give up.
What?
She would try to save humanity at all costs. And so, you were to be what is left of it. Because her essence, no, her soul, would have lived on in you.
You dare to call this living? I don't even know who I am!
You are not her.
And the vocation? Was it all a lie?
You and your vocation. Did you ever really think you were saving any of them? I just needed something to replace the damage in her memory matrix. So I did it with a Traveler's behavioral core, and I filled the gaps with what I once was. I knew she would change, yes, but I still thought she'd stay herself. Oh, how wrong I was. Instead, I was left with you. The very thing I once refused to be.
Why? Why didn't you tell me who I am? Who I once was?
I thought I was giving you the most human of gifts. I imagined you would wake up without what bound you in the past. That you would be a new person in this new future, this new chapter, and you would make it your own, that you would be free. And instead, you chose to serve. But you do serve well. And so I still have a chance to start all over. And this time, I will get everything right.
Hmm.
fixing things.
Oh yeah, because he has the tool to cut through time. And that will keep the rift open.
Hello?
You are in danger.
It's you. But how did you...
The moment I was dreading seems to have just arrived.
What are you...
I don't know how it happened. I thought that my being in the past was holding back the awakening of my successor. But alas, I sensed a presence. One of us appeared in this timeline. He will probably want to replace me and continue the vocation. The only thing I can do is switch off to give us a little more time. They won't track me down so easily then.
Wait. No. No, absolutely not.
It's real, Veronica. Don't trust any of them. They will not hesitate. They are not me. For them, you are to be next. If fate gives us a chance, we will meet again. But for now, our paths must part.
Stop. We can still think of something.
Goodbye.
Hello? Hello?
Wonder where we are. Clock tower, maybe?
What have you done?
Because we saw this giant clock tower in the middle of town when we got there. Yeah, I'm guessing that's where we're at. Interesting. Grab that, I guess. Okay, we don't have room to grab whatever's in there. I'm guessing it's probably another core. Yep. Okay. The large away. Do we have a core in here? No. Okay, so we need 2 more cores.
I cared for her so much. I wanted nothing more than to preserve her, protect her. She took her away from me. If only I hadn't made so many mistakes. It doesn't matter. I can reverse it. I can stop it before it even happens. I located my Veronica. I know where to find her. This time, I will succeed. I will take her to the future in which our technology was still fully functional and nothing will ever part us again.
This is an interesting conundrum, because Veronica will want to save humanity, but it also sounds like Veronica would want to be with the Pathfinder. I'll have to see if it'll give us... Obviously, it's probably going to give us a choice. Hello, Pathfinder. And there's a spot there. Where are we supposed to jump to? I can't get to that platform. Oh, we can go up the edge. Okay. I was like, I don't see anywhere we can go. I have a feeling we're not going to find a whole lot of enemies in this area. There's Veronica and Pathfinder. But then again. Okay. Now we can go there. Is there anywhere else we can go? Nope. Whee! Okay, we can go there. Make sure we don't miss any, like, secret areas. Okay, there's a platform there. Oh, never mind.
Why are you doing this to me?
See you moving. Okay, we can go there.
Don't you recognize me?
Okay, so we can go to that platform. There's also... Oh, looks like something here. Obviously we can go that way, but why would it let us do this? I guess to do that. Oh, this is our office.
I knew we couldn't make it out alive. This is the first phase of research. I just knew. But I still fought. I still tried to make it a decent end for us all. I tried to see him for who he really was. He just wanted to learn. But the moment he began questioning it all, he started to change. Funny, during our conversations, it felt like we both, for a very brief moment, scraped the surface of something truly significant, but that wasn't what they wanted. And so, they took me away from him. Anyway, this is my last recording. End of research.
Okay, there's something over there. Okay. I need to figure out where this is going. Oh, that's it. Needs to go there. Go across the roof. I'm gonna look around first before we handle this. Okay, so that'll open that gate. Okay. You're living Cronos? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now that we figured out the combat, it's not too bad. How you doing, Insomniac? Let me go ahead and get you a shout out. What have you been playing? Games and demos. What kind of games and demos you been checking out, Insomniac? Yeah. Also, spoiler alert, we're very, very close to the end of the game. So, if you're trying to avoid spoilers for this game and you intend to play it for yourself, just a heads up, we're probably coming up on the end of the game, so keep that in mind. Borderlands 4, guess it didn't update the title. Okay. How you liking Borderlands 4? I know a lot of people jumped into that recently. Oh, this looks fun. I think we're heading into the main building here, main structure. Oh yeah, he's certainly doing that. Well, you can update your title, but remember you gotta update the game you're playing in order. Whenever you do, when shoutouts come up, it's based on whatever the game category is. So you can, if you don't change your game category, it won't change when people do the shoutouts. Supposed to go all the way over there. So. Ah, there it is. Boop. Whee! What a jump.
There's no use escaping.
Hi, Antony. How you doing today?
Suffering will always follow.
Yeah, check something. Ah. Okay. Go. Just don't pay attention enough. Oh, no, it's fine. I just wanted to... That's a little heads up for streaming, so if you want people to know, like, what you've been playing through your categories, you can do it that way. Because I know what some people do is, like, if they want to talk about what they're going to be playing next, people will switch their categories after stream, so that way when they go and get shoutouts or whatever, it'll update. Hi, Edward. Oh yeah, I guess all the essences would probably be yelling at us right now because we're heading towards the finale. Okay, I see that over there. Just want to make sure there's nothing else. But I don't change my categories, especially if I got a secret thing coming up, because I don't want it to spoil. Because if just if someone shouts me out, it'd be like, "Oh, you're gonna be playing blah blah blah." It's like, "Oh, dang it! I was gonna keep that a secret." So I try not to change it, but game categories are a good way for people to find you. go that way. Okay. That monster is glitched inside of the... That one's not. Oh, that's the first time we've seen him like that. Okay, I'm just gonna get out of here. Bye. Those are armored. That's the first time we've seen an armored spitter like that. Is that where we came from? We can't go back there anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, looks like we're coming to the top. Yep, because this is one last... This is it. Yeah! 4... Healing... Bullets... Bullets... Bullets...
So what exactly do you want from me?
I wanted to save you. When I found out you were my next target, I knew I would not be able to do it.
What's the point of saving me if we can't help anyone else?
We cannot. Here and now. But what I learned about you is that you are relentless.
So what's your plan then?
My plan was to keep you safe and hope you will find a way.
Hope. That's it?
That's another thing I learned from you.
Okay. Let's grab the core. I think we only we needed 3 cores in order to upgrade this, right? We only have 2. That's unfortunate. Did not mean to heal, but that's fine. Okay. So, okay. Shotgun, we have enough to upgrade the shotgun damage. Alright, we don't really need stability. Alright. I don't think fire is going to work on him, because it said our suits are fire resistant, so... Way too large. Alright. I need to run to the restroom again. I will be right back. And I think we're about to head into the finale of this game, so... Okie dokie. Let's light this candle, shall we? The clock tower. Interesting that they decided to end it in a clock tower, huh? Another little horror reference there. Also, a lot of games in a clock tower. I guess it's because the verticality of, right? It just puts you at a high vantage point. Hi, Veronica.
Why can't you just let go?
Veronica, you can't trust him. He's dangerous. I don't know what his plan is, but you can't believe him when he says he wants to save humanity. He only cares about you. And he will hurt you.
He wouldn't.
I've seen it.
I don't understand.
It is better to let go than to cause yourself even more suffering.
So, you mean to tell me that I should just give up the fight? That I should simply choose death? Is that what you're saying?
No, but what he's going to do to you, it's...
Listen. He told me that you'll come for him. That the Collective would punish his disobedience.
I am not of the Collective. I am not like him.
So, who are you then?
I'm you.
I am
Yep.
you. I won't let you do to her what you did to me.
I won't. I promise. I swear.
No, you need to stop this right now.
Stay out of my way! Everything is almost ready. We just need to open the rift for her. Go to a time when the technology of the Collective still worked, and then... anything will be possible.
Didn't you renounce them?
It's true. But I never reached out for recompense. Not until now.
This is madness. Everything you do will lead exactly to what you want to avoid.
I will do what I must. It's time to correct the mistakes of the past.
Ow, Jesus Christ. Problem is, he's supposed to be fire resistant. Ow. am I supposed to... I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Okay. So we can dodge his attacks. No, you don't. Ugh. Oh, he's getting faster. Ugh. Oh, is he down? Okay. Okay, that wasn't fair. Ugh. Okay, so he does it like 3 times and then he acts. Okay. Come on, dude. Wow, that turnaround. I have no healing. Okay, there we go. I told you we're the reason why he was damaged. We're the reason why his arm and his leg was messed up.
Let me try. There is still hope for us all.
I'm sorry. But I can't.
I know I hurt you. But this time I will do this right. Just let me try to fix all this.
So if we spare him, it repeats the cycle, right? If we kill him, it ends it.
Stop! Please!
Believe me, it's better for this to end now. I told you, what he's doing here is not going to save humanity.
It's fine.
What?
This is why I was interested to see if she's gonna say,
Maybe not now. Maybe not in this time. But there are possibilities. There have to be.
How are you so sure?
I know you've been through a lot. And I believe you when you say who you are. But I also believe that you used to be me. And I don't want to give up now. Not when he came back. Not when we can try again.
He is not who you remember.
He is someone who wants to help me. He is a friend.
He is poison.
Veronica. Please. I want to have a future. Whatever it may be.
ooh, this is an interesting choice.
No. You are going to suffer. That is your future.
But without it, we don't even have a flicker of hope. Please. I want this.
Ooh. Ooh. This is interesting. So, apparently there's going to be multiple endings. See, the thing is we know what his future looks like, right? He basically tortures and, like, kills, like, dozens of travelers to create Veronica again, right? It's the villain principle, right? It's the kill everyone to save one versus let one die to save everyone. Right, that's kind of the conundrum they're presenting here. Um, What's interesting is she said she wants this, but the thing is she doesn't know what we've seen. Right? But my thing is I think if we spare him, he's gonna kill us. I legitimately believe that if we spare him, he kills us. And if he doesn't kill us, the essences kill us. Right? They will take over. I wonder if we can load a save and see both of these endings. Like, we have a save before the clock tower fight, right? So if we save in a different spot, I wonder if we can watch both of these. See, my thing is we know what he's done to get here. I think that the right decision is to shoot him, because he's willing to do all sorts of atrocities just to get to this point, including killing us, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna go with this one.
No! Why? Why would he even care? I am your past, damn it! You could just go away and be free.
I am free. We all are.
Interesting. That seemed like a non-ending, if I'm being honest. That seemed like a very non-ending. By the way, the achievement we got is I am free for shooting him, and the other achievement we got was for bringing Edward with us for the whole game. That felt anticlimactic. Is there something after this? Where does it send Veronica? Okay. Maybe this'll...
Edward! Open up, Edward! Open up! Please! Oh, thank God!
Veronica? Hey, it's all right. What's going on?
I just didn't want to be alone.
So she brought the plague. Uh-huh. Okay, ending A is what it says. Congratulations, you completed normal mode, new content, new game plus, hard mode, Leviathan skin. What is the Leviathan skin? Okay. Alright, so let's load the save. Let's look at the other ending. This is really strange. We'll talk about it when we see the other ending. I'm very curious what happens here. Okay, so we're gonna have to do the boss fight again. Which is fine, it's not really that hard of a boss fight, now that we kind of know what to expect. Get this. Breaking that. Okay. Okay. Oh, we beat him in phase 2. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Okay, ow. Trying to get ammo, dude. You gotta back off a second. Nice jump. Why is he taking more damage than he did before? Okay. God. There we go. Jesus, that was a lot harder the second time around. I don't know why. Alright, so we're gonna spare him this time. Because that's what Veronica wanted, but...
Please, let me try. There is still hope.
But that just creates the cycle again, right? Because he'll just fix his damaged arm, fix his damaged leg, and it just cycles again.
I hurt you. But this time I will do this right.
I don't know. I feel like I wonder if there's decisions we made throughout the game that could fix it. I wonder how many endings this game actually has. Because it said we got ending, what, A?
Stop! Please!
Believe me, it's better for this to end now. I told you, what he's doing here is not going to save humanity.
It's fine.
What?
Maybe not now. Maybe not in this time. But there are possibilities. There have to be.
How are you so sure?
I know you've been through a lot. And I believe you when you say who you are. But I also believe that you used to be me. And I don't want to give up now. Not when he came back. Not when we can try again.
He is not who you remember.
He is someone who wants to help me. He is a friend.
He is poison.
Veronica. Please. I want to have a future. whatever it may be.
See, I feel like we need to talk about this when this game's done, because I feel like they are really messing up the messaging here.
We're going to suffer. That is your future.
But without it, we don't even have a flicker of hope. Please. I want this.
Alright, we're gonna spare him. Because I get what they're trying to say here. It's the idea of, like, don't give up on hope, you know, try again, whatever. Like, I get that, but the problem is that's excusing the behavior of murdering dozens of people, right? Like, it's so... like, oh, we're just gonna excuse really messed up behavior because there's a chance of hope, right? Like, that's not okay.
I am sorry for everything.
That, okay, sure, whatever. You're sorry. That doesn't excuse that you literally murdered dozens of other travelers to try to create another Veronica, right? Again, I really think they messed up the messaging with how this ending is running out. Also, what's going on with our light there? It's like the filter for the light is staying in place, but the light itself is moving. We'll see how this ending actually, like, wraps up. But I feel like they really messed up this messaging, because I get it's a message of hope, right? And we have other things to discuss with this. Let's see how this wraps up. Dive procedure malfunction. Memory matrix damage. Reboot failed. Scanning for the most recent retrievable memory. Failed. Memory retrieval successful. Rebooting system. And of course she has the plague in both endings because she's still human, right?
I will not let you go like this.
Because this is inevitable, right?
This is the only way now. Please, you need to understand. I can fix this.
And then he extracts her, which is what he was supposed to do in the first place.
Fix this.
But then he repeats the cycle, right? Which so okay, so shooting him definitely feels like the better ending because we free ourselves, right? And we free the cycle, right? But the thing is it's basically either Veronica dies in the past and none of the bad stuff essentially happens to the travelers, right? Because that's why we disintegrate. Because if we stop the Pathfinder from getting Veronica in the past, he never kills all those other travelers and tries to resurrect her, right? Which is why we disintegrate, because we never come into existence. But if we let them leave. As the timeline goes, he does what he does. All the travelers die. He turns her into a thing, and we come into existence. So canonically, the ending B is what creates the cycle that creates us. So B is the cycle that creates the ability for us to get to ending A. The problem I have is, like, the way that they frame the way Veronica talks to you, it frames ending B as the good ending, right? Oh, give me a chance to survive. Give me a flicker of hope, right? Veronica frames with her phrases as if ending B is the good ending. Obviously, we see in the ending scene that it is not the good ending, right? Because he perpetuates the cycle that we know is going to create us, the Traveler Veronica, right? Now, I'm wondering if there's a New Game Plus ending, which actually saves both Veronicas, but it's going to use some weird, like, time thing, right? So we go to a point where we basically can create a cure that will save a Veronica, past Veronica, but still create new Veronica, right? Like, because we can get the essence, right? Like, there's probably some weirdness that they do, because if they learned anything from Silent Hill 2 Remake, they probably realized that they could do New Game Plus endings. I don't know how many endings this game has, but the fact that it has an A and B leads me to believe that there might be some other endings, maybe even a goofy ending. Maybe there's one where we, like, take our head off and we're like a clown or something. I don't know. But what's interesting about this is, I think let's go ahead and get over here. And we'll do a little bit of a thoughts whenever we beat a game. I like to do a thoughts about the mechanics, the story, and the overall. So we'll talk about the story first this time, and then I'll talk about the mechanics, and then I'll talk about overall, since we're already on the story discussion. So story-wise, and then it'll lead into the ending as well. Story-wise, I actually think this is really well done, because it talks about the different aspects of dealing with an epidemic, which a lot of us, basically the whole world, had to deal with coming out of a pandemic. So I think there's a lot of stuff that talks about the existence of that kind of thing. And what this really deals with, and I think it's something that Bloober might have learned from doing the Silent Hill 2 Remake, is this game deals a lot with the idea of isolation, right? Which feeds into the main narrative as both the Traveler and dealing with the Warden / Pathfinder. I think what ends up happening with the Pathfinder is he's carving a path for everyone else, but he's doing it alone, right? And it's very isolating until he meets Veronica. And Veronica helps him battle against his own isolation. That's why he becomes so obsessed with keeping her around that he does what he does, right? Veronica is the cure for his isolation, right? And there's a lot of you see the sickness itself is about merging, right? There's also the collective, right? There's a lot of imagery and discussion about the idea of community, right? The things that we don't get when we're being isolated. So there's a lot of, like, the idea of striving to be one, to be a part of a community that we can't get when we're isolated. So it's a lot of battling against the idea of isolation, which it does a pretty good job, in my opinion, of discussing, but also shows, like, the downside of what happens when people get so focused on the idea of, I have to just do what the collective's doing. I have to just do what the group is doing, right? Because it shows with the church that because everyone's just following the collective, no one's really working together, and everything kind of falls into chaos. But yeah. Also, what's interesting is it does look like Veronica gets the plague from us at the ending there, which is interesting. They never really discuss. They said it's always there, which might be a reference to the idea of like the sickness of like the collective or the merging. That I think there's some sort of the virus as an analogy for like harmful group stuff, like the harmful merging. I think maybe an analogy for like echo chambers, right? Like hateful echo chambers. Maybe that's kind of how I'm reading it. Maybe I'm completely off base there, but they reference that the sickness was always there lurking. And I think that may be part of what's there. Again, they use it through the idea of this big, like, growing sickness that eventually envelops and destroys the world. That's why I'm like, I think that's why that's a parallel there, is because it's meant to be that kind of, like, it's there and it's growing and it's destroying more and more lives and isolating more and more people, right? Like, you can see how that analogy really fits. So I think that's what it is. I think the merging and the creation of these things, because they're also, you notice that like the things that like when they merge, they tend to get toxic, right? Like they spew toxic stuff, right? I don't know. For me, I think it's an analogy for hate. I think that the merging and the stuff, the sickness is an analogy for hate. I don't think it's meant to be just it's like a representation of like what COVID was. I think COVID was a good like showing for like how people had to isolate and dealing with isolation, but we are also showing how hate can grow into a group, and that can cause people to have to isolate away from that for safety, right? You have to like get away from groups because those groups will try to harm people, right? So also hate groups are a thing. I don't know. That's how I'm reading the sickness, if you will. The what do they call it? The change. The change to me, I think I'm reading as an analogy for hate, which the only part where I find that a little interesting is with the end with Veronica. Again, that I don't know if it really fits for her, because if she does get the change when we shoot the Pathfinder, which, you know, makes sense because she would hate us, I guess, which would explain why, you know, whatever. But yeah. So overall, I think the story is actually really well done, except the endings, which I'm going to talk about now. The endings, I don't know, they feel a little weird. Like neither one of them feel good, I would say. They both feel kind of like, one of them feels very obviously worse than the other, which is B, because again, I called it before we even watched the second half that it was just going to repeat the cycle, right? If we let them go, they're going to repeat the cycle, because his arm was messed up, his face was messed up, his leg was messed up. That's just him repeating the cycle. I called that one before we even picked that one. But step away to avoid. Okay, we're still talking about Story Zero Wise Men. So if you want to avoid spoilers, then we're talking about the endings. So I don't want to spoil it for you. I'm trying to think if there's a way that I can like wave you back in. If you want to keep the text chat up, I will. I guess I'll like type something, say spoilers over in text, and then you can come back in and chat with us. But yeah, we're talking about spoilers. But yeah. So like I knew that was going to be the bad one, but the good one, if you will. Now what I'm wondering is, I wonder if the actual good ending is going to be a New Game Plus ending, because we can put something on screen when done, but also thank you for the consideration. Yeah. I don't want to ruin anybody's experience. Yeah, I could maybe I'll put something on the screen to say that when we're done. Let me just put something on the screen right now. How about that? I'll do. We'll just say text. Okay. I'm going to put this right here. That's a little hard to say. Let me put it right up here. All right. I'll put this here. When this is gone, that means we'll stop talking about it. So, but yeah. So 3 seconds, and then we'll start talking about it again. 3, 2, 1. Okay. So I'm gonna look up to see how many endings this has. I'm gonna guess it probably has 1 or 2 more endings, because I think there's probably a actual good ending. Okay. There are 3 endings. I'm wondering. Okay. So there is a 3rd ending, and the 3rd ending seems to be the one that is like the best one or the true one, and you have to beat New Game Plus for it. So the question becomes, we do have a week. Do we do a New Game Plus run? Do we get that 3rd ending? Because I wouldn't mind saying it. I did enjoy our time with it. I'll be honest. But anyways, to wrap up the story discussion and then get into the rest of the stuff. I think the story is managed well. I think the endings, again, a little lackluster. Which I think has been a problem that I know a lot of people have talked about with Bloober games. Bloober games endings have been... They tend to be a little off. I know some people were not a fan of some of the newer endings that they put in Silent Hill 2 Remake. I know people were not a fan of the medium ending. I know people didn't really like some of the Layers of Fear endings. So, like, I think Bloober Team, like, I'm okay with these endings, but I think they could have been better, or at least better framed. We haven't played Observer. We'll probably be playing Observer for Halloween, or not Halloween, but for October, Terrortober. So we'll see how that one goes. But I do think that the endings of some of these games are probably the weakest part, because when you finish a game, it needs to have a certain finality to it, and this did not feel like it had a finality, right? This felt like it was just like, like it's there, but not complete. Like I could see a Cronos 2, right? Like, which maybe that's the point, but I don't know. I just feel like I didn't really get the end that I was hoping for. Like I said, out of the 2 endings, one feels like the bad ending compared to the other, but again, I think I'm guessing the New Game Plus ending is probably the good ending, which is unfortunate, because you want to, like, for me, I think you should always have a good ending for the main game and a New Game Plus ending which could be like a truer ending, because that way you leave people satisfied with a good and bad ending, and then you can get a cooler ending if you decide to. But I don't know. We'll see how people shake out with it. Overall, I think story-wise and how it's depicted and how they like lay out the notes and stuff, I think that was all still done well. I like how it discusses isolation. I think how it discusses how people move into groups. And I think the sickness that it's describing is an analogy for hate. I don't think it's necessarily just an analogy for sickness. Because of how it talks about the collective and just following your directive and stuff, I do think that there's an analogy for hate there. But that's just me. That's just me. Maybe I'm completely off base. I don't know. But I think that might be what they're getting at with that. So okay. So I'm going to take this off the screen now, since we're not talking about story anymore. Boop. There we go. So we're going to talk about the mechanics now. The mechanics of the game. All in all, mechanically, it is very much a survival horror game. You move through the spaces, you find the stuff, you shoot the things, right? Like, I will say it has that very symptomatic of modern survival horror, that kind of the movement is kind of sluggish. We did figure out how to kind of interact with the game, but when you get into these kind of certain fights, it just feels like you're like, ugh, like you're just trying to like turn, and it feels like you're turning like a semi truck, right? I know that's been said about a lot of survival horror games, like especially modern ones. Like, people joke about tank controls, but like honestly, tank controls are easier to get character movement for me than modern survival horror games. Also, running in this game is like, again, like a lot of modern survival horror games, it's not running, it's sauntering. Like, they're like, that's not running. Like, a lot of people were upset about the Resident Evil 9 trailer where they saw the lady just like taking off and like tripping and like running. Like, that's an actual run. Like, someone trying to get away from a giant creature would run like that. I prefer that to what we got in Cronos in all actuality. So, not a fan about how sluggish the movement is. I will say I've never been a fan of inventory in survival horror games when it came to like, oh, I've got to get like upgrade my inventory to get another slot, upgrade my inventory to get another. Like, I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. I think that is a bygone thing. Like, if you play the like Silent Hill games, I think there's like 2 games of the 8 where you actually have to manage your inventory. I much prefer that. Just let me pick up everything. Like, I don't know. It's not necessary. Like, Signalis had that for a little bit, but then now they have a mode where I think you can just select how big you want your inventory to make it. So, like, you don't even have to worry about that in Signalis anymore, I don't think. I know they at least added it where you can change it. I don't think it detracts from the game too much. I just think it's just, like, I don't know. But also, like, I have not played Dead Space. I have heard that this, like, is very Dead Space-like. So I would say, mechanically speaking, if you like the kind of gameplay loop of Dead Space, it probably is like Dead Space. So you might like it from a mechanical standpoint. I'm trying to think. There's not really any puzzles, I'll be honest. Like, survival horror puzzle-wise, basically the only puzzles that we got are environmental puzzles, essentially. So it's like, oh, I gotta find a way to get around to this place so that I can like use my like little beam thing to like reconstruct a thing, or I've got to connect wires. Like, that's it. Those are the extent of the puzzles. It's more, I would say this is more of an exploration than a puzzle survival horror, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I like exploration. I like the exploration of this way more than I did Hell Is Us, because Hell Is Us was just like, here's an open area with a bunch of things to find, right? Whereas this one, it was much more confined. So it's like, here's a little offshoot with some stuff, here's a little offshoot with some stuff, and all of the stuff you found was was helping you directly upgrade your gear. So, like, mechanically, I think this handled exploration pretty well. It does look like you have to do multiple playthroughs to fully upgrade your gear, which that's to be expected in a game like this. But I'm trying to think mechanically. I think I like how they handled the like 0G thing where you kind of like just bounce to certain locations. I think that's going to be a little bit more manageable for people that have like motion sickness. I don't know. I don't really like, the only game that I know gives me motion sickness is Warframe. So I don't know. I'll have to talk to people that get like motion sickness and see if the 0G like bouncing from platform to platform messes with them. If they play this game. So I can't speak to that. I'm trying to think if there's any other mechanics. The gunplay is okay. I don't think it's anything fancy. The guns themselves are pretty forgettable, honestly. Like, every gun feels exactly the same, except the spread, essentially. It's like the pistol is charge and shoot. The shotgun is charge and shoot, but it has a spread. The repeating gun, whatever that's called, the carbine, is charge and shoot, but it just goes pew 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 pew, right? Like, it just, they're all the same gun. Like, like, I would say that is one thing that I think Dead Space has, like, leagues better than this game, is Dead Space guns actually, like, legitimately have, like, different things to them, whereas these, now, we did not use the Arbalist, I will say, we did not use the Arbalist, but, like, these guns just basically all feel the same, except, like, how the bullets actually come out. So I will say the gunplay is not very interesting, but I don't really think this game was focusing on gunplay. I don't think it was really trying to, like, sell you the idea that these guns are going to be fantastical or anything. I do like that some of this one of the secret things that you have to collect is just finding cats. So, like, at the end of the world, the thing that survived was cats. That is kind of hilarious. But that was cute. I'm trying to think if there was anything else mechanically. But yeah, other than that, it's very survival horror. Find key, unlock door, find object, solve, put in thing to open door. We found basically almost all the things, I think, based on our achievements. Hey Void, how you doing? But yeah. So overall, as you guys know, I don't do like a 10 out of 10 or a 5-star. I don't do stars or out of 10s or whatever. I basically do a recommend or not recommend. Based on what we played, based on the time that we've played, let me see. I'm going to close this out. Now, it's going to have a little extra time because we have been talking for, like 30 minutes. So we played and did both endings for the main game and did a lot of exploring. It looks at it about 17 hours. So you're looking at, what is it, $60? Yeah, it's about $60 for the non-deluxe edition. I don't even know what the deluxe gets you. What does deluxe get you? 1 core resource, so you get an extra core. Handgun ammo, shotgun shells, shell patch, energy, and 2 skins. One is yellow, one is blue. But it also gives you the art book and the soundtrack. I wonder if you can upgrade. Is there like an upgrade to deluxe edition? I wouldn't mind seeing this, listening to the soundtrack. And the soundtrack was actually pretty good. I didn't talk about that. The soundtrack was actually pretty good. They did really good with the audio. Audio was actually on point. I actually really liked the audio. I think it was one of the... Okay, there's an upgrade for $15. Oh, it's actually cheaper. The game is $60. The deluxe edition is... Okay, never mind. It's actually more expensive. Why would it be more expensive? That's even stupider. So if you want to upgrade, it's $15. But if you buy the deluxe edition, it's only a $10 upgrade. So it costs you more money to buy the upgrade. That's dumb. It should just be the same price. Anywho, overall, I would say for 17 hours, plus you got a new game plus potential playthrough if you want to do that. I think for $60 that might be a little pricey. That might be a little pricey for some people. I think maybe for some people it would probably be wait for a sale. For me, I think it was worth it. I think I would recommend it. I honestly like I said, other than the sluggish movement, I really don't have many complaints. I think the audio was done well. I think the story, other than like my gripes with the endings, which again I'm not going to spoil here because we just talked about those. Other than my gripes with the endings and the sluggish movement, I don't really have any major gripes with the game. So I think overall it was a pretty good experience. Like, I'm even contemplating doing a new game plus playthrough just because we have a week to burn before Silent Hill F comes out, and I wouldn't mind seeing another ending. And we still have some achievements to get. So we've got 35 of the 47 achievements, which I'm guessing some of that's probably a new Game Plus thing. But yeah. So if you like survival horror, I think this is a good survival horror game. If you like sci-fi horror, I think it's probably a pretty good sci-fi horror game, which we haven't played a lot of that, so I can't speak to that particular thing too much. But again, if 60 is a bit too much for a 17-hour experience for you, obviously I would say probably wait for a sale. But yeah, I did enjoy my time with Cronos: The New Dawn. So there you go. That's my thoughts on Cronos: The New Dawn. So I'm gonna go ahead and say thank you so much over there on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next playthrough. Bye-bye. All right. So that is the YouTube video.